never had a big thought about what I could do with movies in those days. I was infatuated with the control that movies gave me in creating a sequence of events or a feeling or a train wreck with two Lionel trains that I could then repeat and see over and over and over again. And I think it was just a realization that I could change the way I perceive life through a funnel or another medium to make it come out better for me. And when I realized I could make life better for me through this little 8 millimeter rinky-dink medium, I felt really good about my life, myself, and possibly bringing some other people into this amazing medium to enjoy what I was putting together. And so the first thing I thought of was selfishly was myself, and the second thing I thought was bringing an audience in to see if what I was making was having an effect on anybody other than myself. And no, before they hired me, I snuck on the lot. Yeah, for a couple of years. It was 2 summers. I was in high school in Arizona, and I was out here visiting some cousins. And I took a tour one day. You know, they had the old Gray Line tours, big buses, not trams. They gave everybody a bathroom break about midday, and I got off to go to the bathroom. And I hid in the stall, and I waited until it was really quiet in the bathroom, assuming everybody had left and gotten back on the bus and left again. And I came out a half an hour later. I was free. I was on the Universal Studios lot. Had no idea how I'd get home, but spent the whole afternoon just walking in and out of doors, basically sound stages and cutting rooms, and took my own tour and had an amazing time. Nobody stopped me. What happened was, at the end of the day, I went to borrow a telephone to call my cousin to come pick me up or figure out some way I could get back to Canoga Park, and I fortuitously borrowed the telephone of the Universal Studios film librarian, a man named Chuck Silvers, who asked me what I was doing there. I told him the story I just told you, and he laughed and thought that had a lot of chutzpah and showed ambition and showed that I really wanted to be a director, or at least I wanted to break into the business in some way. And he gave me a 3-day pass on his own name for me to come back for 3 full days with this little pink slip, the opposite of being fired, being hired in a sense, or at least being able to legally go on the lot for 3 days. And I did that for 3 days, and I wore nice clothes, because in those days, we're talking about the mid-'60s, everybody wore suits, and they looked really nice, so I wore a nice, put a bar mitzvah suit. And then I came back on the end of the 3rd day, and Chuck said he didn't have the authority to sign any more passes, and I should use my own, resources or the contacts I made over the last 3 days well, nobody would, take me under their insurance umbrella and give a chance to observe more. So I took a shot at maybe the guard would recognize me without having to show him my papers. And so on the 4th day, same clothes, walked onto the lot and waved at Scotty, the guard. Remember Scotty? Scotty waved back. And the next 2.5 months during summer vacation, I was on the lot 5 days a week, every day for 2.5 months until school began, and I had to go back to Phoenix.